Good morning. It's Emma from the Greenfield Senior Center. Good morning to everybody. So today we're going to do some functional fitness. And if you would like to grab something like a ball, if you have one of these balls at home or a playground ball, that will work. If you don't have one of these, you can grab a towel and fold it up. Or if you have a small pillow that's about yay big, that will work too, in lieu of the ball. If you have small weights at home, I would grab those as well. If you don't have weights or you don't want to use weights, that's fine. But if you don't have weights and you want to use something, you can use soup cans or water bottles. All right? Make sure that you have a nice steady surface to sit on. Make sure you have room around you to move your feet, move your body safely. Make sure that your doctor knows that you are exercising. Also, if anybody has any injuries, I want you to modify where you need to modify. The most important thing is to meet your body where it's at, right? It's always form over function. So I want you to think about your form today. Sitting up nice and tall, the shoulders should be stacked over the hips, the navel's drawn to the spine, right? So I don't own any of the rights to the music. This is just for fun and educational purposes for exercise. All right, so let's just take a nice roll of the shoulder up, back, and down. Sitting up nice and tall in that chair, kind of being aware of our posture today. Nice. Hope everybody's doing well. We've had some beautiful foliage this time of year. Very lucky this time. And just taking a little glance from side to side and coming on back and then turn over to this side and then come on back. Keep those shoulders rolling together. If you want to do one at a time, that works too, right? And then slowly drop your ear down towards one side and then come back up and slowly reach over to the other side. Nice. All right. So we're going to start with the upper body. So we're just going to reach over to the corner and back. Reach and back. Reach and back. Now as you reach up, make sure that sit bones are nice and secure on your surface, right? And reach. Stay right here. Here's reach and reach. Keep going. Just a few more. We're going to add something a little bit different. We're going to cross it over and back, over and back. Reach. So as you get a little bit of rotation to that upper body, right, you're going to want to warm it up. You don't have to go for the very deepest reach. Just let the body warm up, right? Reach over and back. Just a few more here. We're going to put those two moves together. We're going to reach side and side, and then we're going to cross it over and cross it over. Good. Reach up and up. Cross it side to side. Just a few more. Reach and reach. Bring it over and over. Let's go for 2 more sets. And cross it over. Last one. Bring it up and up. Cross it over and over. Now take those arms out to the side like they're goalposts. I want you to turn and come on back. Take your vision with you if you want. Turn and back. Make sure you're nice and secure on that chair. We're just going to turn side to side. It's like we're a rotating goalpost. Right? Stay just a few more. Here's 3. Here's 2. If you need to have your elbows down lower, that's fine. Last one. Now keeping the elbows right here, as high or as low as you want. They can be here if you want. Up here is a little bit more challenging. Reach and pull it down. I want you to reach up and pull it down. Grab that imaginary band and pull it. As you come down, create a little tension. Here's 4 more. Here's 3, nice and tall. Here's 2. Leave the arms out right here. I want you to close and open. Close and open. So look, if you have your elbows low, you're going to come like this. If your elbows are a little bit higher, but however high they are, I don't want them any higher than your shoulders. Okay? But think about drawing the elbows together and then open. The slower you go when you exercise, it's a little bit more time under tension, and that's what tends to build muscle, right? Just a few more. Here's 3, here's 2. Now go ahead and leave those elbows close to one another. Put the palms together, little pulses. So look, if you're down here, that's okay. But if you're here, right, you can't see, oh look. Right here, little pulses to the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, take a little rest. Go back to that shoulder roll. And then suddenly you're just like pulling tissues up and out of the box, right? And then draw them over the top of your head, right? You can think of this as pulling like ribbons out, or if you want, give a little bit of a stretch back. Extend the arms, meet your body where it's at, right? Just a few more. And now we're gonna go ahead and swim forward. So think of it as swimming, right? Rotation through that shoulder, and remember, if you need to keep the shoulder lower or the elbow lower, that's fine, right? It all depends if you have any shoulder limitations. Last one right here, one more on this side. All right, so we're gonna get the toes involved here. So pushing your feet into the floor, I want you to raise the heels. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift, lower, heels up, up and down. Sitting nice and tall in that chair, up and up. 4 more, here's 4, here's 3. Leave the heels up right here. Drop one heel at a time. Heel and heel, heel and heel. Push and push. You can even do this without shoes on. You don't have to have shoes on, right? 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Both heels up. Stay right here. Little pulses. Pulse, pulse. Push through the balls of the foot. Open up through the toes. Stay here. 4, 3, back to one heel. One heel, one heel. One heel. Stay here. 4 and 3. Here's 2. Pick your favorite heel. Leave it up. The other one goes down. Down and up. Down and up. Down. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Now leave that heel up, drop the other heel. Down and up, down and up. Heel, up, heel and up. 4. Here's 3. Back to alternating the heels, down and up. Now watch, elbow goes to the back, right by that rib cage. Out, extend that arm. Out and out. Same arm, same foot. So here, 4, here's 3, here's 2, here's 1, other side, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, here's 2, here's 1. Now both 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, here's 2, and 1. Heels up, heels up, heels. Push through the toes, push the toes. You want to feel those calves. Maybe they're feeling a little on fire. Heels go down to the floor, down and up, down and up, down and up. Stay right here. 4 more. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, and 1. All right. So take a little bit of a break here. Sit back in your chair and give a little rotation to those ankles, right? It's like you're drawing a circle with your toes, any which way you want. All right. So we're going to go back to the upper body for a little bit. And we're going to do a crisscross, which is up and over. And then we're going to cross over to the front. But before we go there, we're going to use the feet. You're going to go wide, wide, in, and in. So it's wide, wide, in, and in. So your elbows are right underneath the shoulders. You're moving the feet to the side, back to the middle, and middle. Now keep going a little bit more. Maybe a little bit, half an inch further to the side, but sit nice and tall. Try not to have any curve to that lower back. draw your navel to your spine. It's hard to slouch when you do that. Out and out. In, out, out. Here's in, out. Now watch. It's reach and down, reach and down, reach and down. Now crisscross to the front. Over and over and over and over. We have 4 more. You want to think of a little punching here, that's right. Get rid of a little frustration. Last one. Bring the feet back in. So it's in and in, out and out, in and out and out. So the music gets a little bit faster. So if you're feeling nice and secure, you want to go a little bit quicker, go for it. Right? In, out and out. In, keep the feet nice and wide. Reach to the top and down. Reach, come down. Reach and down. To the front you go. Cross it over. Take your vision with you as you rotate that upper body. Just a few more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. We're going to take a little break here. Walk those feet back together. Just one heel and one heel. One heel and one heel. Stay right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The heels come up and down, lift and lower. Now, lift heel twice, other side twice. 1 more, 2, 2. Now up and across. Take those heels as you reach down. The heels come up and down. Cross it over, bring it back. Cross it over, bring it back. Keep going. So you just want a little rotation of that rib cage. Here's 2 more. Here's the last set here. Now put those 2 moves together. So it's up and up. Now cross it over and over. Bring it up, cross it over and over. Bring it up and up. Cross it over and over. Right to the end. This is where we're going to stay. If your feet are getting tired, go ahead and leave those heels on the floor. And up. Cross it over. Take a nice deep breath in, roll those shoulders, and sit back again. Just kind of point and flex those feet, right? So this is going to be the upper body. We're just going to reach, pull it back. Reach, pull it back. So look, your elbows are sliding right by the rib cage, yes? Reach, pull it back. Forward and back. Stay here for 2 more. Leave the elbows low, watch. You're bringing the arms up and down. If you have any shoulder limitations, you're only going to bring your elbows up maybe a little bit. If you have a torn rotator cuff, keep the elbows going forward and back, right? 2 more. Here's 2. Now we're going to twist. Over, come back. Same side. Come back. Over and back. Now take those arms up over your head. Side to side. Just waving those arms. Bring them back down. Now twist to this side. So it's twist, come back. Twist, come back. Twist, and again, 4 more. Here we go. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Back to the reach and the pull. So if you have any shoulder, if you've been told you have a torn rotator cuff, keep your elbows forward and back. You never have to lift to the side, right? Forward and back. 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Twist to this side. Twist it over, come back. Over. 2 more times over here. 2 and 2. 4 to this side. 4. Come back center each time. 2 more. Here's 2. Back to this side. Over and back. Over and back. 1 more. Take those arms up. Wave over your head. And bring it back down. And now we're going to twist to this side. Ready? It's going to be twist, and back, twist and back, over and over. Arms come back over your head, wave side to side. Bring it on down nice and slow. Now we're gonna dip the shoulder, dip and come back, dip, side to side. So you're cinching right through here. It doesn't have to be a deep, just sit nice and tall and dip one shoulder down, side and up, side and up, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Elbows forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Bring those arms up in the air, wave up over your head. There you go. Bring those elbows down. We're going to raise to the side and down, side and down. Lift, lower, sitting nice and tall, right? More. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2. Now, we're going to twist to the side. 4, come back. 3, come back. Here's 2, here's 1. For the other side, twist and back, twist and back, twist and back, twist and back. All right, so that's just a modified version. I usually do that in some of my other classes where we're standing, but we're modifying while we're sitting down, right? So, remember the ball I talked about? If you don't have a ball, grab a towel, roll it up, and it's going to go in between your thighs. And why? We're going to give a little resistance. We're going to squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So just working the inner thigh as we sit. Make sure you're sitting far enough off your chair. Stay right here. 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now leave the knees as close together as you can get. Go ahead. Lift and lower. Up and down. Sit nice and tall. Do a little inventory of your posture, right? 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now we're going to take this, if you have a ball, you're going to take the ball out. If you have a towel, I'm going to show you something we can do with this. It's just a little bit of stretching here for the shoulder, or a little bit of a tension work. You're going to bring the towel out in front of you. If you want the ball can be right in front of you, and you're going to squeeze into the ball. But because I have a towel, I'm going to pull out to the side. Just a little gentle pulling. Pull and pull. Right? Just using regular household things. We don't have to have all the weights and things that we use sometimes in class. Little pulse. Now look, there's not much give to this towel, right? But what I'm doing is tensing up the muscles, right? Here's 4, contracting them. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now we're going to lower the ball or the towel to the knees and up. Down and up. Down and up. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now watch. Down to one side. Remember the shoulder dips. Cinching that waist. One side and then the other. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Take it down. Take a little break. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. We're going to come back out. So if you have the ball, you're just going to be pushing into the ball. Or if you have a pillow, you can push into the pillow. Because I have a towel, I'm pulling to the outside. So little contractions of the triceps here. Working those rear delts. Stay right here. I'm just pulling gently, gently to the side. 4 more. Here's 4, 3. Now make a little slant, dipping one shoulder, cinching that waist. Side and up, side and up. Here's 4. Now as you're doing this, you're sitting nice and tall, drawing your navel to your spine. There you go, last one. Nice work. All right, so I mentioned before, if you have weights, you can use weights. So here's an opportunity to grab some weights. If you don't want to use weights, that's okay. You're gonna still have the same motion, all right? Soup cans, water bottles, whatever you have. That's only about maybe less than a pound even, okay? So right here, we're just gonna bring the arms out and back. Bring it out and back. So even if you don't have weights, look, you're still gonna get the work. Forward and back, forward and back. Here's 2 more. Now, if you don't have weights, or if you do, it doesn't matter. I want you to turn your hands like you're holding onto bicycle handles. You're gonna punch one arm out and then the other arm. So, do your elbows have to be high? Not at all. If you want your elbows a little bit lower, that works too, right? Meet your body where it's at. You wanna step outside your comfort zone, but not step outside your safety zone. So the higher the weight, the more challenge, that's fine. You pick what works for you. Here's 3, here's 2, here's 1. Now keep those like you're holding a high bicycle handle. Drop the elbows down and bring them up. Drop them down. Let go of those weights anytime. Put them down safely and still continue with this work. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, here's 1. Now we're just going to drop the weights to the side. We're going to bring them all the way up. So if you're sitting at home, your thumbs are maybe touching your shoulders almost. So all the way up and then a full extension all the way down. And the whole time you're doing this, you're thinking about pushing those sit bones into the chair, sitting nice and tall. Reach all the way up, extend all the way down. Bring it up and down, up and down. We're going to go here for 4 more. Here's 3, right? Even if you don't have weights, you're still going to be doing this and you're still going to be working the biceps and the triceps. Last one right here. And I want you to turn your palms out. Bring the elbows right by the waist and extend the arms long. So again, palms come towards your shoulders and extend. Bring it up. Sitting nice and tall, breathing the whole time, right? You need oxygen for your muscles to stretch. So make sure that you're breathing. Here's 2 more, here's 2. We have a little surprise at the end. Now take your elbows, your palm, your wrist, so it's even with your elbows, little pulses, little pulse, and pulse. It's like there's something heavy in your hand and you're just pulsing it out. Sitting nice and tall. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Hold it nice and low. You're gonna open and close. Open. How big should you be opening? What feels right for you? You're working the shoulder capsule, right? Open and close. Open and close. 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now leave them open. Up to the shoulder, halfway down. Up to the shoulder, halfway down. Up, halfway down. 1 more. Up and halfway down. All right. So we're going to get rid of those weights. We're going to stand up, okay? So find a surface area that you can move around in, but that you have a steady surface to lean on. I'm going to turn the chair obviously away from you so you can see me, okay? So your feet are hip distance apart, right? This is a wide stance. This is about hip distance. I'm going to hold on to my surface. That way if I feel dizzy at all, I can grab onto it. Now thinking that you're nice and tall, I want you to think that you have a glass of water on your head. And you're going to rise up to your toes, and you're going to sink back down. You're going to bring it up and come back down. Here's 2 more. Straight up, straight down, and then come on up. And slowly come down. Now, we're going to be pretending we're strolling, right? You're just going to lift one heel and then the other. So right here, you're going to feel it from the hip, right into the calves. The heels are coming up, so from the side, it looks like this. Right, nice and tall, drawing that navel to your spine, right? Here's 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. And here's 1. All right. So I want you to stand on one leg, have a softness to it. So what I mean by a softness is see how it's kind of bent here, right? So I'm going to face you so you can see what we're doing. So soft standing legs, so it's not hyperextended, right? Right, it's not like this, it's got a little bend to it. take that toe out in front of you and think about your shoulders. You want them to stay level. I want you to lift and lower, lift and lower. So how high does that toe come up? As high as you're able to lift it up and control the lowering of it, right? You don't want to just slam it to the floor. So if you only go up an inch or two, that's perfectly okay. Let's go 2 more. Here's 2, and here's 1. We're going to switch to the other side. So soft standing leg, toe comes out, lift and lower, lift and lower. So the whole idea behind functional fitness, it's a mind-body connection that helps your muscles move, right? It's a little workout for the mind as well, but it helps in everyday activities that we do so you don't hurt yourself. So exercising is a brain workout and a body workout, right? For your muscles. 2 more, here's 2, last 1. All right, so sitting or standing nice and tall with your feet hip distance apart, I'm gonna turn to the side because I want you to see what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit back, but we're gonna hold on to our chair. So it's like a little mini squat, like you're gonna sit in a chair. But notice my knees aren't over my toes, right? When you're like this, when you lean forward, all your weight is going to your knees. Try to keep your shoulders back. I want you to push your glutes down towards your heels and stand up. So think about pushing that booty back instead of pushing your chest forward. Push the glutes back. And look, it doesn't matter if you only go down 2 or 3 inches. What you're doing is pushing the glutes back, and all of a sudden now you're strengthening the lower back. Every time you work your glute area, that's a strengthening for the lower back. So push back and come on up one more time. All right, we're gonna take our feet to a wider stance. I'm gonna turn back so you can see me. All right, so taking your feet flat on the floor, we're gonna lift one heel, bring it down, lift the other heel, bring it down. So heel comes up, heel comes up. So we're getting a lot of the calf today. So what's really important after and before you exercise is your muscles will tend to cramp up if you're not well hydrated. So always take a moment to get a drink if you need one. Bring one heel up and then the other. Now look, we're gonna go a little bit quicker. So it's 1 and 1, 1 and 1. Lift, 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 and lift. And if you're not going at this speed, go at your own speed, right? Lift and lift. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, here's 1. All right. So feeling like a little bit of a cramp there, just take a little Tapotin to that area, right? Back of your hand. But always your mirror of basic stability in case you need it, right? Okay. So I want you to hike that leg up. And I want you to do so by kind of making it a little off kilter here. So you're just going to let the foot just go over the floor just a little bit, right? You're going to lift and lower. Now look, my foot is flexed. Bring that toe up towards your face, right? Lift and lower. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now take a little rest. Point the toe, lift and lower. So you're working different parts of the hip when you flex and when you point the toe. Here's 2 more. Here's 2. Here's 1. We're going to switch to the other side. I'm just going to switch my chair over. And we're going to start right from the beginning with a wide stance. So it's lift and lower, lift and lower. Take your time coming down. Take your time going up. Control the down motion, right? You're working against gravity. Here's 2 more. Now one heel at a time. Heel and heel, 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 heel and heel. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now, go ahead, put your feet together. Flex that foot. Lift and lower. Lift. So here we're working the whole bottom half of the body, right? Soft standing leg, right? Has the softness to the knee. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's one. Now tap the point the toe, lift and lower. It doesn't matter how high it goes. It only matters how long it is from here to your foot, right? It doesn't have to be up high. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, last one. All right, so I'm feeling like I need a little to poke into this area, right? So working your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your hips, right? Drawing that navel to the spine. We're gonna work the upper abs while we stand. And how are we gonna do that? Softness to that standing leg. This toe comes pushed into the floor. Lift and lower, lift and lower. And if you're feeling brave, you can let go of your steady surface. But if you feel like you have any instability, hold right onto that surface. It's 4, it's 3, it's 2, we're gonna go to the other side. So line yourself up, softness in that leg, lift and lower, lift and lower, up and down. So I'm gonna show you from the side. See how the knee comes up towards my chest, but I keep my chest nice and tall, right? Here's 3, here's 2, and here's 1. All right. So we're gonna take a little stretch here while we're up. So, holding onto your base of stability, your feet come together, wrap one foot around the other one, right? And notice my knees are softly bent. I'm not keeping them hyperextended. Push a little softness into those knees. This leg that's behind, I want you to reach up with that arm and just give a little lean over. It's always the leg that's behind that you lift that arm up and reach to the opposite side. You get a little stretch through the hip flexor, right through those obliques, creating a little space between the hip and that bottom floating rib. And then come on down, and now we're gonna go to the other side. So wrap that leg around, this leg is behind, reach it up, and I want you to come on over to the side. Taking a little break here, right? One more stretch. I want you to face your base of stability, and I want you to drop your shoulders down as you move your hips back, and you fold at your hips, not your waist. Drop your arms, your head in between your arms. Soften those knees. See, they can be soft. They don't have to be straight like that. Soft knees. And just give a little lean back with those glutes, sitting kind of heavy back. You're looking to stretch your back. And then come on up nice and tall. And then we're going to turn the chair back because we're going back to sitting. Okay, so I have a ball here, so I'm going to use the ball when we come down. If you have a rolled up towel or a pillow, that's going to work too. Now think about holding the ball in between your palm or holding the towel, right? Push it a little bit so you activate your pec muscles. You're going to lift one knee and lower, one knee and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, up and down. So you're executing the move right through the lower abs into the quads. Here's 4. And look, if that ball is up too high, bring it down a little bit, right? The higher the ball, the bigger the challenge, up and down. Here's 2, here's 1. Take a little break. Now just push into whatever you're holding on to. Little activation for the pectoral muscles. Push and push. I'm taking the heels of my hand and pushing into the ball. So if you have that towel or the pillow, same thing. Here's 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3, here's 2, here's 1. Now something different. We're going to cross the knee to the opposite side. Knee and knee. Whoops, I did that wrong. Knee and knee. So knee and knee. So I want the knee to cross over the abdomen. There you go. Cross and cross. Cross it over. Here's 2 more. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now take that ball or the towel, nice and long. Bring it up over your head, holding on to it. To those fingertips, I want you to lean over to one side, sitting nice and tall, and then coming up and slowly over to the other side. There you go. One more stretch to the front. So fold your chest a little closer to those knees. Come on down, nice and long. And then push through the heels to come back up. Sit nice and tall. Draw that navel to the spine. Bring the arms down in front of you. Go back to pushing the heels into whatever it is you're holding on. Pushing through the heels of the hand, that activates your pec muscles, the interior chest muscles, right? Here's 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Now, roll your shoulders up, back and down. You can put the towel in between your thighs, right? Not on the knees, never on a joint. And little squeezes, little squeeze, little squeeze. So as you're squeezing here, you're using your bottom of your abdominal muscles, right? Even if it's just the pillow or the towel, you're still gonna feel this, right? The ball gives it a little bit more flexibility. So on your next trip out, or somebody goes out to get you groceries or something, ask if they have those balls. Even at playground balls, they sell it like Big Y works. Little squeezes, little pulses, pulse, pulse. So when you get the muscle to pulse, when you're squeezing those muscles into a pulse, right, it contracts. It doesn't give them the option to have a little break, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, so I'm gonna put that ball down. We're gonna sit back in our chair. We're gonna have a nice roll of the shoulders yet again. I'm just gonna change the music. Hold on. So, give you an option for a break there. So this is our cool down. So sit nice and comfortably. If you want to sit back in your chair, I still want you to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips, right? No reclining yet, right? That'll happen in just a few minutes. So sit up nice and tall. Your feet can be nice and dangly, or you can have them secure on the floor, whatever works for you. You're gonna roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and open up, like bring your arms forward, and it's like we're swimming. We're gonna push through our closet or through the water. Our thumbs are down, we're gonna reach behind us, and if you wanna grab onto your chair, go ahead and wrap your arms onto that chair, or just let your hands meet in the back, and open up through the chest, right? So holding onto your chair is gonna work too. You might need to sit forward a little bit. Or you can just have your arms back like this, right? And holding right here. It's a really good stretch for the sternum, right? Drop those arms down. All right. So we're going to take our chin over to this side. So our shoulders are going to stay forward, and we're just going to bring our chin right over to one of the shoulders. Sitting up nice and tall. Make sure those shoulders aren't rounded forward. And come on back to front, and then slowly to the other side. And bring it on back. Slowly drop one ear towards that shoulder, and feel that stretch right here. It doesn't have to be a deep dropping of the ear either, right? Just till you feel a little bit of a stretch going on in that neck. And now I want you to draw your chin to your chest so that you're looking at the floor. And now gently just turn your head to the side like somebody next to you is talking to you in church or something. And then come on back, over to the other side. And then come on up. Rolling those shoulders one more time. You're gonna bring your hands out. I don't want you to push off on your feet, onto your thigh. We're gonna stand up. So I want you to reach your hands out, push through the feet, and come up to a nice tall standing position. Open up those arms yet again. And I want you to reach the arms around like you're gonna hug a tree, and try and draw your tailbone to the floor so you create a little C-spine. Drop your head down, looking at the floor, and then push the arms back. Letting that chest go nice and proud, and then come back. Holding that pose right here, and you're gonna come up nice and tall. Thinking about stretching that spine. Nice and tall, bring those arms down. And one last time, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's take our hands nice and heavy. Bring something that good into the world. Push it up there. Grab something good while you're up there. Hands to heart center as you come down. And that is class today. So thank you guys for coming. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to Kathy at the Senior Center or Hope, and they can get the message to me, or feel free to email me. All right. So any questions, comments, good, bad, or indifferent, I do appreciate them. If there's any music you want to hear, if there's any certain moves you want to do, let me know, because I can add everything in. All right. So I'm going to be putting up more videos. So just keep checking back. I hope to see you guys in person someday very soon. In the meanwhile, please take good care of yourself. Please, 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 everybody get a drink of water after this class, okay? Hydration is super important. All right, thank you and have a great day.